but hey, let's go.
All right. We're here. We are here, people. We are here for on another wonderful Wednesday. I got it the first time. Yes, yes, yes.
Excuse me. Ooh,
Oh, and I forgot to do the shout out on Facebook. I've been so busy today, but that's okay. That's okay. We should be
I,
we
I
should
I
be.
did it on Facebook earlier.
Oh, thank
I
you. Thank you.
shared it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks
I
for
shared.
looking out.
I,
I
I,
definitely
I'm trying to run it, baby.
I got busy, so I appreciate it. Okay, then. Well, welcome everyone. If you're in here, about to jump in here, welcome to another wonderful Wednesday with myself and Miss Felisa. We're here with a.
Hey.
How you guys doing? Look, this is they consider Wednesday getting over the hump day. Now I know you guys heard that
Yeah,
phrase. You heard that phrase, Lisa?
I've heard it a lot, but it don't appear to me because I don't work.
Well, you know it's near and dear in my heart, but it's more than just getting over the hump day for me, because I'm on an adjusted work schedule Monday through Thursday, off every Wednesday. Mm, mm,
Okay,
mm. I mean, off every Friday. What am I talking about? So yeah, I do
you
10 hour.
off every Friday?
Yeah, I do 10-hour days though, Monday through Thursday. So yeah, this is actually my Thursday, and tomorrow's my Friday.
You go, girl. I'm
Yes,
loving it. I'm
indeed.
loving the hair and the hat.
Well, thank you. I tried to do a little something. Like I said,
You always be looking pretty. The earrings is your earrings are your fashion statement.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I do care. I do like a nice pair of earrings.
You can rock any you put in your hole. You can rock.
I
Let me
appreciate
clear it up.
it.
Any you put it on your earlobe. You can rock. Let me clear that up. Let me clear that up. Let me fix that quick.
What you said, what you said.
Uh-huh.
Oh, all right. So
Put
we
on this
do have
one
another
quick.
nice I'm gonna say wonderful topic for tonight, and I think it's a topic that we can merge with conversations we've had over the past. So I think it's befitting. And so tonight's topic is: Are you thirsty or severely dehydrated? Now, what I'm gonna have to do, because what I didn't have much time to prepare today. No excuse, but we gotta get these questions in here for y'all. So give me just a minute.
Well, why you
Anissa, if you don't mind, while I'm doing this, do you want to kind of share with them what you've done over this month for breast cancer awareness? Talk about your fashion show. Yes, I would love
well
to hear about that.
well, I was gonna kind of get around to that, and I was gonna but I was gonna break out and ask you, is there a word in between dehydration and drain for our topic tonight? Because there may be some people out there that just might be stuck in the middle, of being dehydrated, and what was the other part?
Severely dehydrated.
Severely dehydrated. So
Oh.
but yeah, so this past weekend, Sunday, October 27th, I did Sherry Ellis presented her second annual breast cancer awareness fashion show.
Mhm.
And I walked in it on behalf of my mother, who is a 7-year cancer survivor. And
Mhm.
to the song, Let Me See You Walk Through. And they had about 10 survivors there. I think one was going through chemo Sunday, and and of course a lot of people was there to the ones who have lost someone due to cancer. And this whole month, we've been talking about breast cancer, just cancer period. And I was introduced the second week of this month to domestic violence month. And so I've been kind of like wearing pink and purplish stuff, just to kind of like put my little spin to it, and to say, hey, I'm fighting with you. I'm with you. I've never experienced any type of domestic abuse, little verbal abuse here and there. When you're in a relationship, it goes with the
Mhm.
territory. But I've never dealt with domestic abuse or any type of abuse to the point where it did something to me mentally, physically, and spiritually. And as far as cancer goes itself, that word alone, Deborah, that word is just that disease itself. It's in a whole arena by itself. It's
Mhm.
just sickening. It's there, and the sad part about it, we'll be walking around feel like we're perfect, like we're healthy, like we're just untouchable. We're eating right. We're doing everything right, and all of a sudden, boom, we got cancer. And the first
Yeah.
thing, like they said at the show Sunday, you think you're gonna pass from it, but God is good. So, um, is this month has been a really trying month, but I'm gonna put this out here today because I was talking to Stacy when she came over earlier today. Listen, you guys, let's not stop right here in October. Tomorrow is the 31st. Let's not just stop in October to celebrate and to be cheerleaders to people that's going through domestic violence and cancer. Let's do this all year long. Let's do this until we can't do it anymore. Let's fight with them until we can't do it anymore. I love you.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
What my heart said, Deborah. There we go.
There go your heart right there.
It was showing out last night.
Huh? It was,
It was showing
yeah.
out last night like they didn't want to pop up.
I don't know, but they look, it did just then. It did just then.
Yeah, so I'm super excited about the ladies podcast. Like I said, on when I shared it to Facebook, Snapchat. Oh, I shared it everywhere today. Like I said, I'm super excited about it. Today I did some shorts from the show last night. StreamYard had already put one out there, but I didn't see that one until I did, the ones on me. And just to go back and listen to my show from last night, it was funny. I got a chance to laugh today. So I shared it on the ladies podcast. I shared a lot of clippings, a lot of different links of things. And I'm going to touch on your show. I'm going to do some shorts from your show and add it to the ladies podcast. I got to try to find my niche with it. I got to get in there. I got to dig in your soul, Deborah.
Go for it, Lisa.
I'm gonna get it. I kind of played with your voice today. I kind of played with your voice today. So I'm almost there. Because yeah, you'll see it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get into this, and unfortunately, some of these questions we're gonna just shoot from the hip because they are not available right now, but that's okay. So
That's
for
okay.
tonight's topic, thank you guys for joining. If you are new to the Ladies Podcast Show, hello, I'm your girl Deborah, and I'm with my co-host Miss Felisa Janae, who gives us something to talk about every Tuesday, non-stop. The train ain't leaving the station unless Miss Felisa is on it.
Go ahead now.
Okay, we appreciate it though. And then we have Miss Velma, who is she's tied up right now with some other events, working with the domestic violence. She has a event that's coming up November 6th. Velma, if you're listening, charge it to my head and not my heart, but I know it's in November. Hey, she's shouting out about it on Facebook. So please go over there if you're in the area, local area, which I wish I were. Please go over there and support her. They're doing some marvelous things. And then we're back here on the wonderful Wednesday with myself and Felisa, giving you much to talk about. And what we like to talk about is what you guys like to talk about. What's impacting your life, your world, whether it's your husband, your wife, your children, your pastor, your church, your taxes, your groceries, your light bill. Should I go on? I ain't touching soul, did I, Lisa? I didn't touch your soul. Absolutely. So it's something for every look. We talk about something that's just gonna, that just about touches every aspect of your life. Why do we do it? Because we know we are not too far removed from what we all experience in this life. And sometimes we just need to talk about it. Dive into it a little bit more.
Got to put it out there.
Got to put it out there.
They are thirsty and dehydrated for this, Deborah.
There you go. As Lisa just pivoted into the topic of tonight's show, are you thirsty or severely dehydrated? Now, I ain't talking about quenching your thirst. I ain't talking about buying you a Gatorade or drinking you plenty of H2O, even though that does help in these dry and thirsty situations.
Right.
But we're talking about what are some things, right, that have impacted your life that has just completely drained, that either have you thirsty, needing to hydrate, or you just plain old severely dehydrated at the point of illness, on the brink of illness. That's what we want to talk about tonight. Go on, Lisa. Looking up to the heavens. So I think you're finna pull some down.
I'm ready. I'm gonna kick it off. I don't even know what the first question is because I got you on the full screen, but I'm gonna kick it off. I'm just gonna say being toxic.
There you go. And there go the question on the screen.
What are some of the ways you can feel drained? Oh, from your relationship. And y'all listen, from your relationships, that's considered everything that Deborah just hit.
Mhm.
That's your marriage, your relationship, your children, your church, your job, your parents, your kids, your dog, your cat. Um, you can be very, very, very dehydrated with one word: toxic.
Mhm. Mhm.
Toxic can make you sick to your stomach. It can make you tired. It can make you dehydrated. It's not a refresher. It can, because just in case you don't know what the word toxic mean, in the streets from the Ebonic side, it just means a whole lot of bull-ish. And when people get to the point where they just get tired of that, where they're just drained, like it doesn't matter how much water you drink, how much water somebody pour on you. Is to question number one, is some ways to feel drained in your relationship. Just being constant, being toxic. It is overrated.
Mhm.
We as people need to stop. We need to stop.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
my feel on question number one.
Okay. It's if oh wow. Okay, so that one just I think it just disappeared on me, but that's okay. So it for me, what are some ways you can feel drained from your relationships? And so I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna my perspective is gonna be from family members. If you're always looked upon as the strong person in your
Oh,
family,
whew.
the person with all the solutions, and we're not just talking about financial solution, we're
No,
talking
we're not.
about from an emotional standpoint. Oh my God, the sky is falling. Such and such did this to me. Oh, the job is stressing me out, and the
All the
kids,
above.
all of the above. And you're that person that they go to all of the time. And granted, you may be a strong person, but guess what? As much as that person is bringing that stuff to you, they are taking something away from you. They're taking your energy away from you. How many times have you felt drained? And it can be one particular person in your family that always coming to you with all the ish, all like to say the toxicity. And the reason I would say toxicity, what they're going through in their life is very real. I'm not disqualifying that, not discounting that, now downplaying it at all. But if they're always dumping and not coming to lift you up, not to replenish you and say, hey, love, I thank you for being a listening ear. I know I put a lot on your plate last night, but girl, I had nowhere else to go. Guess what? I'm going to bless you. I want to bless you with lunch today.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
Something.
take the kids off your hands today. Now, I want to know in the comments, Lisa, do you have someone that is always taxing you with their problems and
Well,
have them in turn bless you?
I have more than one. I have several
Oh,
that
wow.
lean on me and put a lot of their weight on me. And
Hmm.
Johnny come lately, I've been putting a lot of my weight on people that that I really entrust and that I want to, because I need, as strong as I am, I need somebody too. I go through things too. And I need to be able to talk and cry and vent and hurt to people too. And that's part of that's that word, being dehydrated, you know,
Hmm.
because they're bringing a lot to me. And all these years I have, absorbed it in like a sponge, just like a fish to water. And I have just taken it all in. And now that it's my turn, I'm going, on a personal level, going through something. And then now I find myself talking to almost the same people or person, maybe once a week, twice a week.
Hmm.
And I told that person yesterday, this is the last phone call because this is toxic. Even I see myself being what you say, toxema, what you say,
Toxicity. Hmm.
toxicity. And
Yep.
and 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 people get tired of hearing the same thing. It's draining. It's draining.
Yes.
So what I asked upon her to do for me is just give me some time to get myself together, give me some space, because I need to go and rehydrate myself. So
Hmm. Hmm.
today makes day one that I went into hydration. Not hibernation, but hydration. I'm
Hmm.
watering myself.
There you
I'm
go.
all around myself. I'm protecting my peace at any cost. And it took me a long, long time to get here because for years I've been passing bits and pieces of my peace out to other people.
Yes.
And it's very dehydrating. Very.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, Lisa, we got some comments coming in, so I definitely don't want to
Wait, where my
miss out on the comments.
where my glasses? Y'all know I can't see.
Hi, Shark Man. Shark Man now. I believe you are new to our show. Welcome. Welcome to the latest podcast show. And please feel free to subscribe if you have not already and share our podcast with your family and friends. We appreciate it. Amelia Stewart, hello. Welcome to the ladies podcast show. Miss Suzette Monroe, we appreciate you being back with us on tonight. The topic for tonight's show, huh? The topic for tonight, Suzette, is are you thirsty or severely dehydrated? And what me and Lisa, what we're doing is trying to peel back the layers on that. We're not necessarily talking about quenching your thirst with water or Gatorade or squinches or whatever you do to quench your thirst. We're talking about people or situations that takes away from your energy, that drains you, and you not realizing it, you're walking around almost like in an empty shell, in an empty shell. And in those people or situations, specifically the people, you may not, they're not bringing anything to you to lift you up or to replenish your energy. They're more than likely just taking it away. So that's what we're talking about, Miss Suzette. So join in the conversation. Put your comments there. We'd love to hear from you. Magic Smith, you know we appreciate you. Yeah. Look, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, whenever we on here, we can count on you, and we appreciate it. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. All right, Suzette Monroe. So I'm not okay. So I'm not thirsty. You're not thirsty, Suzette. So are you severely dehydrated? Or are you somewhere in between? Because Lisa did ask that question.
I did. I did. I did.
I guess I don't know no better. I'm either on this end of the spectrum or this end. I'm sorry. If you somewhere in between, let us know. Let us know.
If you're misty, if you're not dehydrated, or if you don't need a whole lot of water to be, if you're dehydrated or hydrated, if you're one of those type of people, it just hit me, Deborah. Then you just
okay.
You're mist. You're the mist in the middle. Oh, misty blue.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. So join in. We appreciate it. And then let's get on to some more of these comments. Look, I'm trying to get ready for tip over because we do have tip over in the house, and he already started. What this is?
All this Spanish.
Look,
he forgot to click over to English.
Okay, hey Irvin.
Sub button to go back to English.
Okay, Mr. Tip over. Do anybody know Spanish? Hola, ladies. That means hello, ladies. Much gusto tonight. Tonight, I know mucho is much. Gusto, much love. What is gusto?
Hi,
Come on, Tip. Put it in English for us.
Hi, Tip. Thanks for chiming in.
We appreciate you.
Hey, Irvin. Thanks for chiming in. Hey, Magic, Suzette. Hey, y'all.
Oh, okay, Tony. Welcome, Tony. I believe you are new to the show as well.
Hey, Tony.
Welcome to the latest podcast show. The riot cause is some don't know how to control their emotions, and it runs them toxic.
That part. Hey. Come on, Tony.
I'm with you on that, Tony. I'm with you on that. Sometimes you just need to sit with yourself. Sometimes when your emotions are raging and you just need to just stand still. What the pastor of the church say? Peace be still.
Peace be still. And I ain't talking about that other piece either. The one that's in my purse and sometimes be in that glove compartment. I ain't talking about them either. I just said that. Tony, are you the Tony that was on my show last night? If so, send me a check or a heart or something. Let me know. Because you if it is, you did your thing last night. But anyway, I made a short out of what you said. But anyway,
Okay.
I just said to just told you, I had to told my aunt yesterday I was going to remove myself from this dehydration because
Okay.
and that's what I was sharing with you earlier. Little did I know that Tony had wrote that comment. Sometimes you just
Okay.
have to remove yourself, honey.
And what are some of those? Matter of fact, that's gonna be question number 2. So Lisa, I want you to hold on to that spot right there.
Okay.
Right there. Hold on to that. Suzette said, um, Suzette, you funny, but that is so true. I need to be drowned in a river to be rehydrated. Family, jobs are so draining.
Now
Ooh,
she added a twist to your sermon topic tonight, Deborah. She
what?
said rehydrated,
Re-
not dehydrated, but re.
rehydrated.
I hear you, girl. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all
And I'm
heard it
gonna be
tonight.
Yes, and I'm gonna be. I mean, family. I mean, they are the first that comes to mind, and it is so funny. I was on the phone with a family member, and we were just just talking, and just say how people aren't genuinely there for you, and unfortunately, even family members, and you could even say some sisters and brothers, they genuinely don't care.
They
About
don't.
your state, your situation. All they care about is what they can get from you, what they
They
can
do.
take from you, right?
Oh,
And it's
that's
unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But you know what, Lisa? What do they primarily come for if it's not for emotional support? What is number 2? Or it could be number 1.
money.
Financial support.
Mhm.
Financial support. Lisa, what happened to the day when people just used to borrow flour and sugar?
Well, okay, what happened? See, what had happened was you got a lot of on a serious note, you got a lot of people out here, women and men, who have
Hmm.
stepped up their A game with education and jobs. And a lot of people, they're getting the money, but they don't know how to control it. They don't know how to what's the word I'm looking for? You might when you mismanage a lot of money.
Uh-huh.
And when they mismanage a lot of their money, and when they come into a tight, and when that bill collector start calling, or them lights about to be turned off today,
Hmm.
that's when they call up on you. And they do it all the time, because they take their money and spend their money however they choose to, but they think that they can take your money to take care of their households, and that's not going to work over here. No, that's not how it's worked. Because back in the day, people used to be there for people, even if they were having problems with bills, even if they was lacking
Yes.
bills. But that was back in the day when people used to shut up, didn't tell everything, kept stuff to themselves, and whoever they was helping, that's who they was helping, and it was nobody else's business. But
Right.
right now in the world today, we live on these things called phones, and we call everybody, tell everybody Susie Q and Juicy and Tom Tom and Young Young business. You help them, we help them, and then we turn around and put our mouth on them.
Yeah, you
That's
might as well take it. You might as well take it to Channel 4 News or whatever news stations in your local area. I
right now.
mean,
They could tell yours, but you better not tell theirs.
absolutely not, girl. Don't you know I just had to help Tracy with $100 because her lights was about to get cut off?
Uh huh. But if
What?
Tracy turned around and she put that out on Tracy, and Tracy coming to her for some support, and saying I want to borrow it. Okay, now what if you come and ask Tracy for that same $100, Joanne, who
Mm,
Joanne is, and then Tracy go and tell everybody Joanne came and asked her for $100,
uh-huh.
paid her
Uh-huh.
light bill. Joanne gonna be ready to kick Tracy butt, because first thing she gonna say, you putting my business out. We supposed to be friends. You're not supposed to be putting your mouth on me. Well, didn't you do it to Tracy?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Exactly.
Hydrated, dehydrated, rehydrated, thirsty, misty, messy people.
And daddy.
I said what I said. I ain't taking it back.
Come on, people. That's what we're talking about tonight. Are you thirsty or severely dehydrated? Your energy is just zapped from life, zapped from people, zapped from your job, zapped from your children. And we're just trying to talk about, hey, what are some ways that we can deal with these people. I mean, because it's not stopping. It's gonna be non-stop. And if you just open yourself wide up, you just a receiver of it all. Guess what? That dam is gonna forever remain open. So do you completely cut them off, or do you manage? Better manage it. So we're gonna talk about that too. That's another question. I didn't mean to dive into it, but we're gonna
That's all
try
right.
to peel back all the layers on this conversation.
I'm here for it.
All right, we got Bitcoin Rap. Now, Bitcoin Rap, you new to the show. Look, like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate you joining us here tonight. Feeling drained in a relationship can come from constant conflict, unmet needs. What kind of unmet needs, Bitcoin Rap? One-sided effort. Oh my goodness, one is giving more than the other. Are we talking about the 50-30? No, we can't talk about 50-50. Are we talking about the 60-40, 70-30? Because I'm gonna be honest, you ain't gonna get, but y'all ain't gonna, somebody's gonna give more than the other, just about every time. Lack of communication or feeling unappreciated. Ooh, he laid some, look, Bitcoin Rap. I don't know if you male or female, but you laid it heavy right there.
And I'm gonna add to Bitcoin Rap. Now, 50-50, I saw something on social media. It says if you have to be in a 50-50 relationship, you don't need to be together.
Okay, please share. Please share. But I did, yeah. Please share, Lisa.
I shared it on my wall, but I'll go back and get it.
Look, what they talking about? If you're in a 50-50 relationship, that's not the person for you.
If a woman just need a man to pay bills, why you got him? If a man need a woman just to be sexual with, why do you have her? If you married and you putting everything on the table 50-50, why are you married?
I need a little bit more detail than that, Lisa.
I'm gonna reshare. I'm not a technology
Why
to
are
leave
you?
live and go get it and come back. But it
And
is
I'm gonna look, and I'm gonna tell you why, because to me, 50-50 seems like the ideal scenario situation for any relationship. One is not giving more than the other, right? So yeah, I'd be interested to know what that is. Okay,
after the show, then I'll share it to the ladies podcast page.
okay. Hey, Mr. Larry Sherrod,
Hi,
welcome to the show.
Larry.
Welcome to the show. All right, question number 2, Lisa. And I know we done danced all over, but I'm gonna go and put it up.
Let's go.
What are some ways you can peacefully, without breaking relationships, walk away from people draining you?
Girl, bye. I'm done. That's a wrap. But when you say it that last time, mean it. Because I'm so guilty of saying I'm done with it. I'm through. I'm not going back over there. And I'm guilty of allowing other people to maneuver me to get back in it. But
Yes.
I have come to peace and some terms and grip with some things that was dehydrating me, and I was already hydrated, and I allowed it to suck the water and soil out of me. And baby, as of 2 weeks ago, I got my life back, and I got my peace and my joy back. And I was like, baby, bye. No consequences, no feeling guilties, no nothing. I feel like a big burden has been lifted up off of me. And I am, like Suzette said, and I am every day rehydrating myself. But now yesterday, because of the conversation that my aunt and I was having, something came up in the midst of our conversation. And I said to her, as of today, I'm not talking about this anymore. No problems with my aunt. Let me clear this up. If we were just having a general conversation, she was out raking leaves and we were just talking. She said, girl, talking to you, I done got through raking these leaves. I got 7 bags of leaves out here before I knew it. And I gave myself an hour. You done helped me rake these leaves. But it was a good conversation, but it was something that was sticky. And like I told her yesterday, and it hit me. I said, Auntie, after today, I ain't talking about this no more. I said, because this is a wrap. And that's how that came about. So to question number 2, what are some of the ways you can peacefully walk away from people draining you? Walk.
So you saying, so Lisa, you saying completely cut them off?
All the Pretty girls walk like this. You better hold your head up and keep your
But Lisa, is that possible if it's a family member?
yes, you
That
can.
close family member?
You
What if
can.
it's your daddy?
Ask. I don't want to bring.
And that's a serious question. What if it's someone as close as your dad and he's just a needy person?
I need to step away for a minute. Do I hit banner and go and my throat is itching?
Okay. You no. You need to step away.
Bad. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm good. I'm good. I think I'm
You're
good.
good? Okay. All right. All
Sorry,
right.
y'all. Excuse me.
Well,
But walk away with your head up. Don't let don't let nobody that's giving demonic spirits make you feel guilty or make you feel bad, because people love to say it's the devil. Y'all giving the devil too much credit. Mm-mm.
it's
These
just them
folks out
folks.
here, these folks out here know what they doing.
They know what they're doing, Lisa.
They're demonic spirits. So yeah.
You got some people who can read, almost read into your soul. They know how to manipulate you. They
Okay.
sit back and they read you. They watch your every move. They breathe in your air just about. And they know how to manipulate, pull your, yeah, and pull
And
your
they
chain.
and they think all of your business is theirs. Even if once upon a time, even if you were really close to someone like my ex best friend, even if we were, all of my business is not yours. We talk about this on the Lady Podcast a lot about minding your business. We don't share everything with everybody. But, when it becomes toxic, draining, when it becomes almost physical to a physical altercation, disrespectful, disrespectfulness, name calling, when it gets to that point, I don't know whether it's hydrated, rehydrated, dehydration, misty blue. I don't know what the hell it is. But all I can say is sitting here today, the best thing to do for question number 2, y'all out there that's looking down my throat, walk away and mean it.
And that's what she said. And that's what she said. And it almost sound like you done encounter some individuals who want to downright get aggressive because you done decided that you ain't gonna take no more. I know
Well, I
not.
have. I,
I
well, I
know
have.
not.
I have, and more than one person.
Wow.
I was sharing with you guys back December last year, January, February this year, up until I got my car back, how 2024 did not the doors of 2024 did not open up good for me at all. I came in with a heavy weight on my shoulders for 2024. And it went down, 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 down from there. And then once I got my car back, I in February, I started to feel a little bit better. Like, okay, things are lifting up. And then all of a sudden, March, April, some other things started to pop up. And it just went down, 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 down. And that has not come back up until about 2 weeks ago. I said
Mhm.
to hell with it, and I'm living my life. Peace, be still.
Peace be still. Peace be still. Because I believe wholehearted, they're not just there to take what you can give them financially or emotionally. They want to take your peace. And
People that's close to you, they love to stay hang around you and they don't like you, can't stand you, but they want to be around you so they can watch everything you do. And they love to suck the life and energy out of you.
yes,
And they want
misery.
to, and secretly they want to be like you, but they'll never say it. But hang around them long.
They'll never say it. Misery loves
Hang
company.
around them long enough, you'll pick up on them.
All right, all right. Well, Bitcoin Rap said family members may lean on you for support due to trust, reliance, or their own stress. It can feel overwhelming if boundaries aren't set, leading to emotional exhaustion. And absolutely, absolutely. Because I think I may have shared, amongst my siblings, I am, considered, to be the strong one, the one, that got solutions and, can, just, the helper, that always selflessly give or whatever. And I probably about 3 years ago, it became overwhelming for me to where I had to roll back. And it was painful for me to do that. And the reason it was painful for me to do that, because, it's a six, mom has been gone over 30 plus years. And even though grandmother raised us, we had to kind of like lean on each other beyond, not just during the grieving process, but just throughout life, all in general. And being the person that they always come to or whatever, just always wanted to make myself available, because for some reason I'm not the oldest now of the
Yeah.
two, but for some reason I felt like I had to be that person. I did. I did. And I love my siblings, each and every last one of them. I
Mhm.
do. I do. And I was at one point, if I could give them the last penny I may have had, I would have done it. But I have evolved, I had grown, and I had to go through that tough period of being dehydrated, severely dehydrated, overtaxed emotionally, you know, financially, just being overwhelmed, with the, just helping. And so I'm in a better place with it. And over time, they have learned, okay, they have to throttle. You can't go out there with too much, and she gonna close that door.
Like B. Walter says, block them out and walk away.
And walk. And you have to do that. Not, and it doesn't mean you don't love them, you just love yourself also. You love yourself more. It's not wrong to love yourself a little bit more.
Yeah, B. Walter says, I'm grateful I don't have that issue since I have learned how to block them out. And that's good because, like I just said,
Uh-huh.
a lot of times I say, oh, I'm done. I'm through. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Then a week later, or a couple of days later, or maybe even a month later,
Mhm.
it comes back up and it's the same old say it again.
Toxicity.
It's the same old toxicity. And then all of a sudden, it's like now we're opening up this whole can of worm again. How can this sore get a scab and get well if we keep picking at it about the same thing? Let it go already. So
Right.
I said 2 weeks ago, we did the show divorcing, excuse me, our parents, but not in a way like divorcing our parents, but you know what the show is about.
Hmm.
And y'all can go back and catch it on the latest podcast. It's there on YouTube. And I explained something that a lot of people took out of character, took out of
Okay.
content, out of character. And that's fine because people are going to read into whatever they want to read. They're going to perceive it however they want to perceive it. So you don't fight it, you just let it go. But 2 weeks ago, that's when I came to the ultimate to say it's a wrap.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm done already. And yesterday, just in simple conversation with my aunt, just girl talk, la 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 la. Something else came up. Well, she brought it up, and I remembered it when we were younger. And I just told her, I said, you know what? That's it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, starting tomorrow, the good Lord opened my eyes tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna start to pour more into me because I need, when you have a beautiful plant in your home, in your office, that plant needs watering either every day or every other day. That plant needs sun because it's
Mm-hmm.
a plant. And so it's something that's growing from soil. So that's what I told her yesterday about me. Little did I know that is what tonight's show was going to be about.
Wow. That's good for you, Lisa.
Hmm.
Good for you. Ain't nothing wrong with self-care.
Hmm.
Okay. Tip over said that's when people have morals, dignity, and humility. Okay. I think that is when we were talking about those who may, that's when people have morals, dignity, and humility. I think that's when, tip over, correct me if I'm wrong, you're saying when people, they try to consider you and try not to overtax you or overburden you with their problems. Or if they do come to you with something, they try to balance it and try to bless you in some kind of way or check in on you and say, hey, how are you doing today? So I think that's what you're saying. But if I'm wrong, please let me know. And our third question on here, instead of completely, and I know, Lisa, you said go and walk away, go and go. In other words, B. Walter said the same thing. But what, instead of completely cutting people off, what are some other ways to cope?
I mean, feed them. You can love them from a distance. Feed them with a long handle spoon. You
Okay.
know, you choose to answer your phone. If they calling you, can nobody make you answer your phone? Can nobody make you come to your door?
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Ignoring them for your peace, for your sanity, is only going to make them more angrier. But after a while, they can't be mad long and fuss long by themselves.
Yeah, because
Like
what's
asking about
wrong?
my aunt yesterday, who wants to hear this all day, every time we on the phone?
Absolutely, it gets tiring.
It's
Ab-
toxic and draining.
It is, and you know what? And if you find, I don't know if if you've been in a situation where you've been in a toxic relationship long enough where the person is just overly negative, never see the sun, the bright
Ooh,
side of anything. Do you
girl.
find yourself? It's happening on a subconscious level, but do you find yourself starting to be a little bit negative yourself and never, you're smiling less, you're not having much good to say about anything or anyone?
And when you're around that type of spirit for so long, it will rub off on you. And I
Yes.
know some people personally, excuse me, I don't know why I'm coughing tonight all of a sudden, but I know some people personally that is like that. They never have anything good to say about anybody. They live the lie. They are living a lie, a bold faced lie. And it's just sad how people can be fake, smile in your face and stab you in your backs before you could turn and walk away. There are a lot of ways, a lot of reasonings, a lot of things that other than just being asking yourself, am I dehydrated or am I rehydrated? Um, or am I thirsty? It's so many ways you can walk away from people, but when you really do it, like for real, you have to mean it. Like after my divorce, that was toxic, draining, dehydrated. That was everything. And I walked away and never looked back and never regretted, never questioned myself. After that 3-year courtship with that guy, same thing. Never
Mhm.
done anything to say, did I make a mistake? Oh my God, I need him. Well, Lisa, what are you doing? You can't do this by yourself. Lies you tell. I can do anything I put my mind to. And then when I became an artist and I stepped out on my own faith and I just believed that, I could do this and this and this and this.
Mhm.
And when I was getting the rejections and all the sexual stuff that was coming along with it,
Mhm.
I had to put myself in a place with that thing. So when I sit here and say to you, Deborah, that is, you can walk away from people and mean it and go and get rehydrated, as Suzette said,
Uh-huh.
have to just be misty, but you can go and get refreshed, rehydrated. You don't have to feel like you're thirsty because you cut somebody off. You don't have to feel like you're dehydrated because you're no longer dealing with that person. Hold your head up, have pride, love you more, and get the hell on.
Well, that's what there it is. At least it's still saying get the hell on. Um,
Move forward.
and for me, in my experience, there are some individuals, friends I've had for a long time, and like I said, it's not easy. Even though we may be expressing it and making it seem like it's black and white, there's no um, emotions tied to cutting people off. There are, especially if they've been in your life for a long time. I had a friend. Oh my gosh, she helped with my, with the wedding. We were friends for a very long time. But what I don't tend to care for in my friendships is inconsistency. Because I've shared on our podcast before what type of friend I am, just naturally so. You need me, I'm gonna show up, birthday parties, baby showers, you sick, I cook a meal for you. I'm just that type of person. But after a while, if I sit back and I recognize it's not being reciprocated, I'm the ultimate giver in this friendship. And then if you start being inconsistent with me, like we may go hang out or make it our thing to hang out every other weekend. Then next thing, or you come up with excuses like, oh, okay, now you start to be inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm not going to immediately cut you off because I did not do her like that. But I allowed, we sat down, we talked about it. One particular time, we didn't talk for a while. Sat down, went out to dinner, talked about, okay, we're cool back in there. Then you start doing this. Maybe 6 months later, you start doing this, having the same behaviors. I call, and I know you see me call. I'm not just a person off the street. Okay, you don't pick up. Okay, cool. I'm a text, but I'm just trying to check on you. You don't respond to the text. All right, I'm leaving a voicemail. That's gonna be my last time. Third attempt. That's it. All right, then all of a sudden you want to jump on the scene. Hey, here goes some pictures. What? Some pictures of who? Did you not just 3 months ago? I just, 3 times. I'm trying to check on you. I'm not just one person. So no, I do not like inconsistency. That's a one-sided relationship. As B. Walter said, one person is giving more than the other. There's no benefit in me maintaining a relationship like that. And
It's
in that
toxic.
situation, I had no regrets because it was 3 times the charm. We're done.
Toxic. And they only come around when it's convenient for them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what it boiled down to. All
Now,
right. Well,
Rudolph Ward Jr. said, thirsty, dehydrated, or what? What's the subject tonight? Rudolph, if you're still on Facebook Live, the subject tonight is are you thirsty or severely dehydrated? And that covers all the grounds,
mhm.
relationship, work, anything, it not just necessarily like if you're dehydrated because you're sick or anything like that. It's just a common question, and it's got four blocks to it. It's just covering all the grounds. That's what tonight should
Absolutely.
be about.
Absolutely. Okay. All right, Lisa. Well, we are going to, before we get into question number 4, we just want to say hello, catch up with some of the comments. Hey, Miss Veronica Hodges, welcome to the show. I think you are new. We
No, she's
appreciate
not.
you.
No,
She's
she's not
not.
new. Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. Well, I overlook you. My apologies if I've overlooked you in
Okay.
some of the other
I,
shows.
I got you covered.
All right. Well, Big Corn Rap, we appreciate your feedback. You are being very vocal tonight. Thank you. That means you got a lot of experience in this subject, and we appreciate you. All right, Big Corn Rap said, relationships are more than needs. They thrive on emotional connection. Me and Lisa we just did the runway on that. Companionship and mutual growth. Seeking only utility misses the deeper aspects of partnership. Seeking only what you can get out of that person. Absolutely. You cannot gain or maintain deep connections with people if you're just a surface level person. You on the surface level when you're trying to take something out, when you're trying to take from that person. Anything you want to add to that, Lisa?
Not really, because it's self-explanatory. That was that
Okay.
was that was a good one.
Okay. I don't want to mess your name up. Logan. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Oh, Logan. Oh,
I
I
think I said that right. Yeah,
don't want to mess up either.
Yeah, Logan. Yeah.
Person sound like they're new, like this is their first time here.
Yes, if you and it does. Thank you for joining our show. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button to be notified when we're live. All right, question number 4, and I think we're just going to have 4 questions for tonight. Should you feel guilty putting yourself first and not allowing people to take advantage of you? Should
Hell no to the no, no, never. Ain't gonna. I have worked too hard, come too far for this peace. No, I have no regrets. No, not a doggone spit coming out of my mouth. No, no,
no, ma'am.
no. First of all, let me say this on the latest podcast. I don't like that word should you, should I, should we, should us feel guilty putting out yourself. Why should I feel guilty putting me first because somebody else want to be out here acting a fool? Ain't no freaking way. I'm going to say it like the little kids when we was in elementary. YouTube, I ain't going to get in trouble for this one. Kiss my alcobalca, my soda cracker, my GTO, my 74, and my two-toe.
I know you did.
No. To anybody that's watching, no. Ancient Shalian says, set boundaries. Okay. Set boundaries. Set boundaries. Because all of your business don't belong to nobody else. No, you should never feel guilty about cutting a toxic, dehydrated, thirsty, crazy, jealous, dumbfounded, ignorant, stupidity, nagging, messy person out of your life. No, you should not feel guilty for that.
No, ma'am. I'm agree with Lisa. Now I'm going to take you. Now, for me, it took a little practice, and it still takes a little practice. I mean, I'm just glad here recently I haven't had to put up no boundaries for anybody or cut anyone off because I guess you're gonna be just me after if I keep
I'm gonna
If
sit
I
with you.
keep cutting, it's just gonna be me. And my look, and my husband was just fine because he's my best friend. But as far as a lady friend, which I think we all need at least one, right? If I keep cutting, but it takes practice. It took some practice for me. The first time I had to truly put up boundaries, I did feel guilty, and I know you're gonna say something crazy, Lisa. I
No,
did
I'm not.
feel guilty. I did.
No, no, I'm
I
not.
did. I
I'm
had to
not.
sit with myself.
No, I'm not gonna say anything crazy because if you went back on your word, if you went back on it, that means you didn't mean it from the beginning.
Yeah.
And if you felt guilty about it, that means you didn't mean it from the beginning. But when you show enough get tired of a buster coming in your space and your four wall, your four corner space, when you show enough get tired of somebody, and it can be whoever, it can be whoever. When you get show enough get tired, you're gonna do something about it. You're gonna mean it. Now, practice. It took, like I said, it took me a few times. I would renege on, I'm
Mm-hmm.
done with it. I don't want to talk about this no more, and go back and pick it up. I do it with Big Daddy a lot. But I have lately, like I said, we're 5 years in. But so lately, I have had to go back to the table with him and sit him down and say, hey, I'm this type of person now. I don't like to keep doing this back and forth shit because it's gonna put me in another place with you. So you find yourself or you lose yourself, but you can't take me with you because I can't save you. You know, we're in a relationship, and there ain't gonna be no one-way communication going on here. Both of us gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about whatever it is, and we're gonna fix it and keep it moving forward. So, and I don't feel guilty about that because that was the love in me to tell him, hey, I love you enough. Whatever
Uh-huh.
this thing is that you keep bringing back to me, or that you don't like, or whatever it is that I'm doing, and you're holding it in and don't want to talk about it. And then when you get full, you want to explode like a ticking time bomb. Oh no, woo woo, we what they do that? No, we ain't doing it. We need to go back and sit down. Allow me to reintroduce myself to you. You know,
Okay.
because when I turned 50, a lot of stuff that I cut off at 50, I ain't picked none of it back up at 53 yet.
Now
No
that's
ma'am.
good, Lisa. You
No
staying
ma'am.
your
Not
ground.
yet. I haven't picked none of it up yet. Not yet. You
Now
know,
that's good.
so so I do understand when you say you went back, on some of it. You didn't
Mm-hmm.
mean it. And
Mm-hmm.
another thing that we do with are you thirsty or severely dehydrated? We say a lot of things that we don't mean in anger, in rage. A
Yes.
lot of wrong power moves, dehydrated, thirsty, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but
Running on fumes.
until you go and sit down and talk. And as we discussed before, a lot of men don't like to talk. A lot of men are not great communicators. And
That's
so,
true.
like with my friend, I had to find a way to get him to talk. And if that
Mm-hmm.
means at that particular time, we were like 2 years in, or maybe a year and a half in, or 2 years in, or something. And I had to say, hey, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is my government name. I'm not gonna call. Hey, it ain't gonna be none of this right here. I'm 5'2". I'm a little woman, but I don't play when it comes to that word love.
There you go. And she don't.
Point
She
blank.
don't,
Period.
y'all.
So, but as far as going back on your word, in relationships with your friends, your family members, your spouses, your church members, your co-workers, whoever and else, whatever else, your children, whether you're thirsty or hydrated, at the end of this show, take a moment to sit back and analyze yourself, people, and ask yourself, am I thirsty? Am I dehydrated? Do I need to be rehydrated? Or am I a little misty, with all these different things,
Mm-hmm.
that I'm
I
trying
like
to
that.
balance in my
Mm-hmm.
life? Because we got so many things we're trying to balance. Like you said on top of the show, I didn't get a chance to put this on Facebook today, but I did it. Not
Mm-hmm.
knowing that you forgot, but I did it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You said something about we only have 4 questions tonight because we're gonna shoot from the hip because of this and because of that. Well, you work a real job. This don't pay you. You work a real paying, got a real paying job. So talking about stuff like this, we can shoot from the hip, Deborah, because we're not professional, but we're two strong black women out here that live in this big old world, and we have gone through this thirsty and this dehydration thing. So
Yes,
you know,
indeed.
and at times some things still hits us. Like I said 2 weeks ago,
Mhm.
and then like I kind of mentioned yesterday, you know, but like my auntie Shalane said on here, you got to set boundaries. It's all about boundaries.
It's all about boundaries. Yes.
Loving yourself more.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Love yourself more. And those are the key words. Those are the main words for tonight. Love yourself more, and then the rest shall follow. The rest shall follow. All right. B. Walter said, walking away with confidence. Walk away with confidence. Like Lisa said, have your mind made up.
When
Turn
you
off your
show
notifications.
enough, yes. Go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
Deb. Go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
Deb.
Turn off your notifications and watch your energy flourish as they wonder why you suddenly don't engage in their chaos anymore. What B. Walker said. What B. Walker said.
I'm telling you, your peace. People don't understand this word peace, and I'm not talking about a weapon. People don't understand. Oh my gosh, we're gonna be on here a little longer tonight because I got
Go
something to say.
ahead.
People do not understand this word peace. We're living in a big old world where our world is turned upside down, and a lot of us is ignoring it. We see it, but
Yeah.
and it's so much chaos going on around you all day, every day. Who wants to be arguing and fussing and fighting and in a toxic anything with anybody, no matter if they're related to you or your friends or whoever? Who wants to be in that right now at this time in this place? What we got going on right here, right now? Who wants to be doing this? All these folks dropping dead out of nowhere, ain't even sick. You talk to them today, they dead in 2.5 seconds. Who wants to be like that?
You're right, Lisa.
Is it really that serious? Is it really that important?
It's not, but it's some evil people out there, Lisa.
It's some evil
It's some
people out there.
evil people out
It's,
there.
it's some evil people out there, and a lot of them are evil by choice
Absolutely.
because they have a
Yes.
miserable life. Everything around them is miserable.
Absolutely. And if your light shining too bright, come on now.
The
Evil gonna
jealousy is
say it like,
real. I'm telling you, I've been saying this. Lord have mercy. I don't know if I can say that, but I'm sorry if I'm not trying to offend anybody. But whew, the jealousy is real. Thirsty, severely dehydrated people, situations, environments, that stuff is so freaking draining. And I'm not just talking about like if you're having a personal out with someone. I'm
right.
talking about if I get up and go to church every Sunday and I'm putting on my Sunday best, driving my car, burning my gas. When I get to church, I want to learn something. I want to receive something I haven't received.
That's
And then if
right.
I go and all if this hasn't happened at the church that I go to, so y'all I know because I know y'all watch my podcast show. I'm not putting y'all church on blast. I said if this is a scenario, okay, don't y'all come for me. And if I'm going to this particular church, and if I have gone for a month, and if the pastor's standing up there just begging, or putting the members down, I don't want to go there no more. I don't want to be a part of that.
Oh
I'm
wow.
not learning nothing from that. I'm just a dressed up mess coming out here looking for something. And I ain't getting nothing but some mess. I don't want to be a part of that.
That's what my grandmother called preaching people.
Yeah,
You ain't preaching the word, you're preaching
you
people.
preaching people. You
Yep.
nitpick on the people, the folk that's sitting out in the congregation. And I'm gonna say this with that thirsty and being dehydrated. Another thing that I don't like about people, they want to take your life and dissect it like a frog and go through it and pull out everything, the spleen, the heart, the guts, the lung. They want to pull out everything on the frog and skin the frog, skin the skin back and split it down the middle. And people eat frog legs, and they want to do all of this to us and make us look bad, and they doing the same thing. Toxic,
Absolutely.
dehydrated. I'm telling you now.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you. Third, my cousin,
Absolutely.
I got my cousin. I would call her name, but I'm not. But I believe she watching from Facebook Live because she always watch. She call them thirsty triches. Say triches, but y'all get it. Y'all get her memo. And it's just sad that people living in this world can't even ask somebody to help them out with a bill without telling everybody. It used to be a time you could go to the pastor or the altar and ask somebody to pray for you, and they would keep it right there. Now, before you leave the altar, they done text somebody and told them what you came up there for prayer for.
Oh
Or
no.
it used to be a time you could go to the church, like you said, you used to ask the neighbor for a cup of sugar, and then nobody care. Didn't nobody care, because how you gonna borrow a cup of sugar?
Like a stick of butter. I mean, I remember those days, and it wasn't a big deal. You didn't nobody,
You
you
ask
know.
somebody for something that first thing they'll say, Lisa ain't got no food. Lisa begging. Every time I look around, she begging. I ain't got to ask but one time. You got a bell pepper, you got a green pepper, you got an onion. All of a sudden, I'm begging. I ain't got no food.
Wow.
Dehydrated, thirsty, and
Wow.
severely, severely. Our people are perishing. Our people don't. You got a few out there that really love, but you got so many out there that's so fickle, and they're not happy for you. They put on that persona, they play that role. They hate to hear you talk about what you're doing, where you're going, what you got, how you trying to live your life a certain way, But I wrote on Facebook the other day, and somebody had shared, and I wrote on it just one day. I can't remember. I said, listen, you can't take everybody with you. Some
No, you
people
can't.
will have to leave some folks behind. You can't take everybody with you.
That is so true. That is so true.
Toxic,
And
they
so
thirsty and
do you
dehydrated.
agree? Yes. But do you agree? And I think it comes with maturity, because I was about to ask, you know, do the older you get, the less tolerant you become.
That's why I'm at my peace.
There you go. The older you get, the less tolerant you become.
That's why I'm
You
at
know, you
peace.
start to, pay attention. And when we're talking about people, just walking around just so unhappy, so miserable. And I say that with a heavy heart, because, it will be so great if everyone can find peace in their lives and have more moments of joy than sadness, hatred, or anger. So when I say it with a heavy heart, and I believe it's because, as Elisa was saying, there's so much chaos around us. And if you guys have been on this show before more than once, I blame a lot of it on social media and people, the lack of connection with real people, having real connections with people. People go to social media just for about everything, for the church, for the love relationship, advice on children, yada, yada, yada. And don't get me wrong, because this is a social media platform that Lisa and I are on, but we try to use it to help lift people up and have it as a platform, not as counselors or therapists or anything like that, because we're not specialists, but we're experienced individuals on a majority of the topics that we talk about. And so I think if people just learn to sit with themselves, and I'm preaching to myself when I say this, because even though I don't have a huge social media presence, there are other things in my life that are distracting, that are taking me from me. So I think if people learn to sit with themselves, they'll find out a lot about themselves, and you'll start to rebuild, rehydrate, and comfort, and not walk around as an empty shell, seeking happiness and joy outside yourself. It always starts with the inside. And that's all I got to say about that.
And I'm gonna add to that. But you got to be open-minded to want to self-evaluate.
Yes.
A lot of us, we live in this where I ain't did nothing. I didn't do it. I ain't made nobody mad. Everybody coming for me. Everybody ain't lying.
Mm-mm.
If you're the messy, miserable soul, everybody ain't lying.
Everybody ain't lying on you.
So, hey, you guys, we just want to thank you all for chiming in tonight here on the latest podcast. I'm your girl, Felicia Janae. You see my beautiful sister Deborah at the bottom. I'm supposed to be at the bottom, but hey, that's the way the camera flipped tonight. So I'm on top. I don't like it, but hey, I made the best of
Oh,
it.
you good. You look good up there, girl.
Thank y'all so much for chiming in. Every other Sunday. Have you made it to every Sunday yet? Or are you gonna make that grand announcement when you do?
I make that.
Okay. So every other Sunday, you can catch this beautiful soul right here at the bottom of the screen. Is Deborah. on Just Conversating with Deborah, 6 Central, 7 Eastern Time here on the Ladies Podcast YouTube Live. And then every other Monday, you can catch Velma. Even though she's away taking care of personal business, she's getting ready for this big event for, I think, something with domestic violence.
Mhm.
But she's still here, still a part of us. Y'all keep Velma in your prayers. Every other Monday, 6 Central, 7 Eastern Time. Myself on Talk to Him for Lisa right here on the Latest Podcast, where I talk about everything and nothing because I'm just me. Each wonderful Wednesday with this same soul, this young lady y'all see down here, Deborah, right there she go. Wonderful Wednesday where we talk about things like this because we are not professionals on a lot of these things that we talk about. I'm not licensed. Deborah's not licensed. But Deborah do have 2 books out there on Amazon that you guys can go and purchase. She do have that. I don't. I have music you can go get, but Deborah got books on it. You know, for all y'all folks that love to read. And come on, let's support the cause. And today is October 30th. Tomorrow is the 31st, the last day of being recognized as October month for breast cancer, and domestic violence. As you can see, I've been rocking my pink and purple this whole month. And tomorrow is the 31st. So if you're going to take your kids trick-or-treating tomorrow, I don't believe in it, but if that's what you're going to do, y'all be safe out there.
Yes, please do.
Candy when they bring it home, or when they get in the car or whatever. But have somebody with you when you take them out, and have somebody in the car waiting for you when you come back to the car. Just don't leave
Yes.
the empty vehicle. So y'all be safe out there, and we look forward to seeing you guys again. Thank you so much for chiming in here on the Latest Podcast. Please smash that
Thank
button, subscribe,
you.
like, follow us here on YouTube. We greatly appreciate it. Everybody from Facebook Live tonight, thank you guys so much. From YouTube Live, thank you guys so much. To our wonderful producer, to my girl Deborah, Velma, thank y'all so much. I'm your girl Felicia Janae. We love you so much. We'll see you guys Sunday or Monday.
Sunday. I will be on this Sunday.
We'll see you guys Sunday, 6 Central, 7 Eastern Time. Please smash that button, share, like, follow us on YouTube. Come on, do it. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Take care. God bless and good night.
Have a good night. Oh, and thanks, Emily, for joining.
Thank you.